Rated E for Elite.
Right, so these oats are looking pretty good, but they do need a bit of fertiliser. So all the other crops are okay. I need to pop down the road and have a look at our crops that are down there. The two fields we've got down there, but obviously we haven't sprayed or fertilised those. So if they're not doing too badly, we may just treat them as like organic. So I need to get down there and have a look. So I'll get him to fertilise this. So these are surprisingly alright. I haven't found any rotty ones yet. So I'm going to give the calves a couple more silage bales. So I need to get them cut and put in there. Right, so that's done. Morning. I'm going to have to get you to put the fertiliser spreader back on to fertilise these oats out here. Shouldn't have to put in whatever you need, but you're going to have to use put the bag on the spike of the loader, as we've obviously got no JCB, and I've got to go off and sort that out. Just make sure you give the old spreader a good clean out when you're finished, and I'm going to sort these bits out and I'll catch up with you in a little while. Right, so that's that trailer attached to here. I need to go and tell him actually to just pop down the road with us, because I'm going to need a lift, and you'll find out why very shortly. Right, so after that police visit, literally 2 days later, someone one night stole our JCB loadall. They'd smashed through the gates down there and gone round the back way, but I think they'd done some sort of a big circuit where they came back this way and managed to drop off the pallet forks, which are actually now in the road down here. So I've been rung up by the police this morning asking if we can come and pick up our pallet forks. So they're just sitting in the road there. So I'm going to have to turn around here. They're going to be quite heavy, I should think. So I'll try and get as close as possible. So I need to wait for him just to pop down here to give us a hand to actually lift these in here. There's obviously a police van here to stop any traffic driving straight into them. Yeah, they must have hit the hydraulic release and they've just literally jumped off on their way to wherever it was they were going. And yeah, so the police said that they'd done some a couple of cash points in 2 different sort of towns either side of here, and the JCB has basically been written off and it's smashed to bits, and it's basically down at the mechanics at the moment, so we can pop down there in a bit and have a look at that and the state of it, as I've not seen it yet. but hopefully he won't be too long. We can get these picked up. Right, okay, thank you very much for your help. Cheers. Right, so that's him in there. He's been down here and we've lifted those into here and put a scrap over it. And we'll pop down to the mechanics and have a look at the state of that JCB, because apparently that's where a lorry has recovered it to, as that's just where they've sent it. Obviously down here they've got contact details for this mechanic, so maybe it didn't have number plate left on it, I don't know, maybe they couldn't identify whose it was or something, or they just wanted it moved quickly, I'm not quite sure. So, oh my god, there it is. So, I'll just park this up here so I can get back out again. And hopefully it won't be anyone's way. So, look at the state of that. Bits hanging off of it. It's all smashed to bits. Bent the headstock. Looks like it's leaked oil everywhere. I'll just go and speak to the boss man if I can find him. Yeah, so apparently that was brought here about 6 o'clock this morning on a lorry. And from what they can tell, the headstock is bent, the front axle is snapped and is somehow hanging on. They've actually twisted the whole boom. The wipers are all bent, the front window is half hanging out. They've broken the seat. They've reversed into something and bent the rear hitch. Back mirror's broken. But yeah, you can definitely see that. That boom is twisted. Yeah, so that's made the decision for us that we're going to be getting rid of that, because that is beyond repair now. That's not to say whatever engine or gearbox damage is done. Obviously it's got oil that's leaked out of it, so something, it's obviously it's something underneath or something. But yes, they've quite kindly ruined that and wrecked that for us. So it's good now we've got that Massey loader and a few attachments for that, so we can sort of carry on lifting stuff and whatever if we need to. I'm not quite sure what we're going to do about this. Obviously it's the insurance job, so we'll have to see what happens as we go forward, because I can't quite remember what I insured it for now, so we'll see. They said they'll be in contact anyway, so we'll get back to the farm with this. We can't do anything with that at all. I think once that gets sorted out, that'll be just going straight to the scrapyard. For dead farm machinery. I'll see if we can get these pallet forks off and then just stick them around here. Well, they normally would be, at least we know where they are then. Right, so I'll just leave that in there with that unattached. I think I'm going to pop down and have a look at these fields down the road in the Range Rover. So we'll pop down there and have a look and see how they're actually doing. Let's find my keys for this. Right, let's have a look at this oilseed rape down here. So that's looking quite good. Doesn't seem to be anything wrong at all with that really. Doesn't seem to be any signs of any disease or anything. Doesn't look like there's any bad patches of anything in this one. That's looking pretty good. And this one is, I think, pretty much the same. That's looking pretty good. There's a bit of a corner over there I can't see, but even if that was bad, it's not too bad due to the amount that's actually out here. So I would say that is absolutely fine. So I'm not going to bother. I'll just have a random look in here. That looks all okay. I'm not going to bother fertilising or spraying this at the moment, as it doesn't look like it needs anything. So that'll do like it is. So again, it's just waiting for harvest to arrive really. It's quite quiet, with just a few animals to deal with, which isn't too much really. So the next big jobs is going to be the harvest. So for this episode, thank you very much for watching, and we'll catch you again next time. Cheers.